Well, thank you again for coming to my art show, The Artistic Talent, here downtown Fulton Street on Rockwell. So I really appreciate you coming. But before we even start, I want you to tell the viewers, because I know who you are. I know you, Miss Key, and I don't want to say too many things, but you're going to let us know who you are real quick, and then I start answering your questions. So you tell us who you are.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Scharalet Kee. I'm a retired transit worker. I've been transit for 23 years,
Mm-hmm.
token booth. At the time when I started, I was a railroad clerk. I don't know what they call them now, station agents. So it's been a long time. I went from tokens to cards,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a long way. I've been dealing in the art world since I retired, really. It's been about 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good life. I wish I could sell more, but it's a good life.
What three words friends and family would use to describe you, Miss Key?
Funny, crazy, mm, opinionated.
All right. And how would you describe yourself?
Mm, that's a hard one. Fashionable.
All right. What inspired you to wake up every morning?
That I do wake up every morning.
Thank God for that. And who would you say inspired you?
As far as my art and stuff, my inspiration to really get me started was my cousin Clifford Jackson. And he introduced me to Art O'Neill's and the whole art group. I'm a collector as well as an artist. But basically my cousin, he inspired me with my artwork and introduced me to the art world.
Okay. So what challenges have you struggled with to become an artist?
Finances, as so many of us always do.
Yes, indeed. How long have you been an artist?
I've been into art basically all my life. When I was coming up in school, we had everything. We were taught home ec, typing, art, everything within the public school system. Now you have to go to special schools for this. But we had it in public school. I grew up with this.
How many mediums do you work in?
Oh, that's a good one. I work in oil. I do sculpture. I just started acrylic, pastel, watercolor. Do etching. I went to Robert Blackburn School up in Manhattan. I took classes with Justin Sands, who is another artist, and I think that's it.
All right, so tell us about Dorsey and how important it is, Dorsey Gallery is to you.
Dorsey's Gallery, like I said, that was my introduction, my official introduction into the art was Dorsey's Gallery. My first art of collecting was from Dorsey's Gallery. It's the head artist there is Art O'Neill's. He's very encouraging. He's very supportive of anybody who comes there who is serious about art. And it's a staple in the community. It's a staple in the borough, really, if you really know the history about art, and particularly black art, and it getting out there.
What do you consider to be the most important in your life of art?
That people appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, appreciate it and recognize the effort and the ability that artists put into their work.
All right. So this is the last one. Who are you and what is your purpose in life?
Oh, I am Scharalet Kee, president of Fulton Art Fair, which has been around for 60 years. I am very proud to be the president at this time, which I've come behind Shirley Hawkins, who started this organization as a female, Ms. Dolores Carty, who held this organization down for many years, who is still around, and we thank her so much. Scharalet Kee, who was the president at one time, and Annette Brown, who was also an artist, a songwriter, which she did Somebody Else's Guy, which a lot of people do not know that. And due to her passing, that's how I basically stepped into the position as president. My purpose in life is to just strive to do better in my artwork.
Okay.
You know, to try to bring other people to get to the young people, the youth. Okay. Because right now, Boys and Girls High School have reached out to Fulton Art Fair to teach. The Boys and Girls High School have lost their art program. Okay, and they have reached out to Fulton Art Fair, which we feel very honored that they have, due to the fact that Jacob Lawrence and Ernie Critchlow was founders, at least two of the founders of the Fulton Art Fair. And we do have an association with Boys and Girls High because of them. So yes, so to encourage young people, to let people know, yes, art is out there, to expand our horizons and our outreach within the community, as well as outside the community.
Okay. Great. Tell us about this art piece right here.
Which one?
Anyone. You can start any way you want to start at.
Well, the one behind your head is the oil painting. So what's to tell you about oil? I mean, I have different mediums: oil, watercolor. I have pronto plate lithography, which I learned from Robert Blackburn's studio. And the other one behind you is the pastel watercolor.
Okay. All right.
This is a collage. I had to fight with this one. Okay, I guess a lot of artists can really understand what I said when you had to fight with it. You don't know where it's going. This was a mixed, well, collage is mixed medium, but it's a collage.
Okay.
Now Trump, okay, yeah, I really did a job. I've been doing a mantra on him before he got elected. Oh yes, with the deceit, the wiretapping, the lies, and what he called fake news. Okay, but this piece came about due to a show that Fulton Art Fair held, and the theme of the show was games.
Okay.
Okay, so if you look at the piece, you'll see I have playing cards up there with the dead man's hand, aces and eights. This is a collage. This is about one of the biggest pieces I've done so far. It's a collage. It depicts New York and what we're going through before we even started through. People behind the 8 ball, the homeless people, the transition from one side of town to the other. And I didn't know when I did this piece that I was getting ahead of myself, because a lot of this, what I have in this piece, wasn't really as prevalent or visible as it is now. And I'm talking about as far as homelessness, displacement of people. Yes. This is a watercolor, pastel watercolor. Okay. And fortunately, I can say it's sold.
Oh, great,
Yes.
great.
This piece did sell. The collage. It has. You can't see the mirrors in it, can you? Because there's mirrors in that.
Okay.
But anyway, it's a collage, and it was done on cardboard. This piece hits home for me as far as endangered babies, as far as children and animals. Okay, and I like this piece, endangered babies, because the children are endangered. And at the time when I did this piece, there were so many stories in the news about children who were being molested or killed or harmed, you know, by those who's supposed to protect them. Okay, which is us.
Yes.
Really, as a whole. Pot. Oh. Young man stirring the pot. This came about because of Trump too.
Okay.
Okay, about other people probably stirring the pot and getting things
Mhm.
mixed up and messed up and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's peace sold.
Mm.
Thank goodness.
Thank
Okay,
goodness.
Fulton Art Fair, we're going to our 60th year on the fence. We've lost a lot of artists. Fulton Art Fair is aging out, as a lot of organizations are. We have strived to bring more new artists into the family, because I do consider Fulton Art Fair to be a family. It's about a we thing, not a me thing. Uh, we've lost Miss Chandler, Miss Violet Chandler, this past December. She was the matriarch of the Fulton Art Fair. Her, Otto Niels, and Emmett Wigglesworth had been with the Fulton Art Fair for its entire 60 years. We appreciate them being there for us. We, in the past, Fulton Art Fair was a 1 year, one month event, 2 weekends, 3 weekends, once a year. In the past year and a half, we have expanded. We've had shows at WBGO radio station in Jersey. We thank them. We've had a show at Harlem State Office Building through Mr. Greg Mills, and we've also had a show at St. Joseph College, thanks to Miss Ramona Candy. We've had about 11 or 12 theme shows at Bailey's Cafe, which is located at 324 Malcolm X Boulevard between Bainbridge and Decatur. We thank Stephanie so much for giving us a space to exhibit our work, and we thank all our artists who do come out. Fulton Art Fair this year is starting on Saturday, June the 9th, Sunday the 10th, Saturday the 16th, Sunday the 17th, Saturday the 23rd, and Sunday the 24th from 12 to 6 p.m. We are located on Fulton Street at Robert Fulton Park, right across from Boys and Girls High School. If you have not heard about us, a lot of people say, oh, when you mention Fulton Art Fair, the first thing they say, oh, you're still around. Yes, we are still around, and we are going to be around. Please come out and enjoy the fair. It is a free event. You can meet the artists, question them about their work, and at this time, you can purchase art. If this is your desire, you want to add to your collection, and we do appreciate the support. Come on the fence and hang out with us. I guarantee you have a good time. Fulton Art Fair, we do have a website now, which we didn't have before. It's fultonartfair.net. You can go on the website. You can see our membership. You can download an application if you care to come on. By being a member, it entails you for all the events we have all year round. There's no additional fee. Boy, I got fat. And continue, my name is Scharalet Kee, and I am honored at this time to be the president of Fulton Art Fair.